If you're 65 to 80 and can still do these 7 things, you're truly exceptional. Most people over 65 start losing strength without even realizing it. But if you're between 65 and 80 and can still do these things, you're not average. You're rare. These are the signs doctors look for in seniors who live longer, stay independent, and age better than 90% of people. You can walk a quarter mile without resting. And it doesn't sound like much, just one lap around a track or a trip to the corner store and back. But if you're between 65 and 80 and can walk a quarter mile without stopping, without pain, and without holding on to something for balance, you're not just doing well, you're ahead of the curve. Walking distance is one of the strongest predictors of how well you're aging. It shows that your heart, lungs, blood vessels, and leg muscles are all still working together as a team. If just one of those systems is weak, walking any distance becomes a challenge. But if you're still cruising through daily walks, running errands on foot, or making it through a grocery store without needing to sit down, that's a strong sign that your internal health is still solid. Doctors call it gait endurance, and it's not just about movement, it's tied to longevity. Studies have shown that seniors who can walk longer distances without help tend to live longer, fall less often, and recover faster from illnesses or surgery. It means your cardiovascular system is pumping well, your oxygen levels are steady, and your muscles aren't wasting away. It also tells us something deeper. Your independence is still intact. Think about it. Walking is required for nearly everything. Getting out of bed, cooking, shopping, visiting a friend, taking care of yourself. Once walking starts to fade, it creates a chain reaction. You move less, lose strength faster, and rely more on others. That's why this one ability, walking a simple quarter mile, is such a critical marker. So how do you know if you're doing well? If you can walk for 5 to 10 minutes at a steady pace, on flat ground, without feeling winded or needing to stop, you're in excellent shape for your age group. Even better, if you can walk with good posture, steady balance, and don't need to use your hands to support yourself. Now, if that doesn't sound like you, don't panic. You can build back endurance. Start with short walks around the house. Walk the hallway 3 to 4 times a day. Use a timer and try to increase by just 30 seconds each day. The goal isn't speed, it's consistency. Also, make sure you're fueling your legs with the right nutrients. That means protein with every meal, proper hydration, and joint-friendly movement like stretching or resistance bands to keep the legs strong. And if you're already walking a quarter mile with no problem, keep going. Add light hills, carry light groceries, take the stairs when you can. Each step is not just exercise, it's a message to your brain and body. I'm still capable, I'm still moving, I'm still here. You can stand up from a chair without using your hands. This one seems so simple, but it's one of the strongest signs of aging well. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still stand up from a chair without using your hands for support, that tells us your lower body strength is still intact. And that's rare. Standing up might not feel like exercise, but your body sees it as a full movement test. It uses your quads, glutes, hamstrings, calves, lower back, and core, all at once. If any part is weak or off balance, your body will reach for help. That's why most seniors push off the arms of the chair or use momentum to rock themselves forward. It's not habit, it's compensation. But if you can simply lean forward and rise without using your hands, you're showing real strength and stability in the muscles that protect your hips, knees, and spine. And that matters, because these are the same muscles that help you walk steadily, use stairs safely, and avoid dangerous falls. Doctors and physical therapists use this exact test as part of fall risk screenings. It's called the sit-to-stand test, and it's more predictive of independence than any fancy blood test. If you can stand and sit back down 5 times in under 15 seconds without using your hands, your fall risk is considered low. But if you struggle to stand once without help, that's a sign your leg strength is declining, and intervention is needed now, not later. Let's talk about why this matters. The ability to rise from a chair without help is tied to real-world independence. You need it to get up from the toilet, to leave a car, to rise from the dinner table. When this one movement becomes hard, many seniors lose confidence. They stop socializing, they move less, and that's when muscle fades faster. If you're doing this with ease, you're in great shape, but don't stop there. Keep your legs challenged. Add 1 or 2 sets of sit-to-stand reps every day. Use a kitchen chair or couch. Try standing up slowly, holding for a second, then sitting back down under control. These micro movements send a powerful signal to your body. Keep these muscles strong. I still need them. Now, if you can't stand up without using your hands, don't feel bad. This is your starting point. Begin with supported sit-stands. Use your hands gently and focus on control. Over time, aim to rely less on your arms and more on your legs. And remember, regaining this ability is 100% possible at any age. Even in your 70s or 80s, consistent practice builds strength. Add in a little protein after your movement, and your muscles will respond even faster. Standing up from a chair may seem like nothing, but it's everything. It's freedom, dignity, and independence in one motion. If you can still do it, you're ahead of the curve, and if not yet, you can start changing that today. You still drive comfortably and react quickly. Driving isn't just about getting from one place to another. It's one of the clearest signs of how well your brain and body are aging. If you're between 65 and 80 and still feel confident behind the wheel, not just physically but mentally, you're doing better than most. Here's why. Driving uses everything at once. Your eyes have to scan for movement. Your hands and feet have to respond without hesitation. Your memory has to remember directions, rules, traffic flow, and your judgment needs to be sharp enough to make split-second decisions. If even one of those systems is slowing down, driving becomes stressful or unsafe. That's why doctors are now using driving ability as a functional health test, not just a skill. Seniors who drive well tend to have better brain health, stronger reflexes, and lower risk of cognitive decline. And when driving gets harder, it's often one of the first signs that the brain or nervous system is weakening. So ask yourself, do you still feel calm while driving? Can you react quickly when someone cuts in front of you? Are you able to park, turn, and navigate traffic lights without anxiety? If the answer is yes, you're likely still sharp, coordinated, and in control. And there's more. Studies show that seniors who continue to drive also experience lower rates of depression and greater feelings of independence. Because driving isn't just a motor skill, it's a symbol of freedom. Losing that freedom can affect confidence, daily social interaction, and even motivation to stay active. But let's be clear, safe driving isn't just about vision tests and licenses. It's about how fast you can process information and how well your muscles respond. If your reflexes are still fast, that's a very good sign. It means your brain-to-body communication is still strong. Not sure where you stand? Here's a quick check you can do today. Sit in a chair and have someone drop a ruler from shoulder height. Catch it between your fingers as fast as you can. Or use a reaction time app to test how quickly you respond to visual cues. If you're reacting in under half a second, you're doing great. If it takes longer, it might be time to strengthen your reflex system with light coordination exercises, puzzles, and hand-eye games. And if driving has started to feel harder, don't panic. Talk to a doctor not just about your license, but about your brain health, vision, and medications. Sometimes small changes, like new glasses, a walking program, or better sleep, can make a big difference in how well you respond on the road. Being able to drive comfortably and confidently in your 70s or 80s is more than just convenient. It's a strong signal that your body and brain are aging well together. So, if you're still doing it, that's something to celebrate. Odd, you sleep through the night without medication. If you're between 65 and 80 and still sleep through the night without needing a pill, you're part of a shrinking group, and that's a good thing. Most people don't realize this, but natural sleep is one of the strongest signs of healthy aging. When you fall asleep easily, stay asleep without waking up often, and wake up feeling rested, your brain, hormones, and nervous system are still working in sync. But today, more than 50% of seniors rely on sleep aids, whether it's over-the-counter meds, prescription pills like Ambien, or nighttime pain relievers that contain sedatives. While they may help in the short term, they don't provide real sleep. They knock you out, but they also disrupt deep sleep, which is the most important stage for memory, immune repair, and brain detox. During deep sleep, your brain clears out waste, balances hormones, and stores memories. That's when your body heals. If you're using medication to sleep, you're more likely to miss that healing stage, and over time, that leads to foggy thinking, weaker balance, mood swings, and even increased risk of dementia. But if you still sleep naturally, without meds, it means your circadian rhythm is stable, your stress hormones are low, and your nervous system knows how to power down at night. That's rare and powerful. There's also a link between natural sleep and lower fall risk. Seniors who don't use sedatives are more alert at night, less groggy in the morning, and have sharper reflexes if they need to get up to use the bathroom. That one difference has been shown to reduce nighttime accidents by nearly 40%. So what helps protect natural sleep? A few key habits. Getting early morning sunlight, which resets your body clock and improves melatonin release at night. Eating protein-rich dinners, which help keep blood sugar stable while you sleep. Avoiding screens or bright lights 1 hour before bed. Creating a wind-down routine, soft lighting, gentle music, reading, or stretching. If you're already sleeping through the night on your own, keep doing what's working. And protect that rhythm. Even small changes like a new medication or too much caffeine late in the day can throw it off. If you're not sleeping well but aren't using meds yet, don't start with pills. Try magnesium glycinate, herbal teas like chamomile or lemon balm, or guided breathing techniques to relax your nervous system naturally. And if you're already on sleep medication, don't stop cold turkey, but talk to your doctor about tapering off. Natural sleep might take a little effort to get back, but once it returns, it supports every part of your health: memory, mood, balance, and longevity. The ability to sleep through the night without help isn't just comfort, it's one of the clearest signs your body is aging the right way. You can get down on the floor and back up. Most people don't think twice about this in their younger years. But after 65, getting down on the floor and getting back up without help becomes one of the most important physical abilities you can keep. If you can still do it, your body is telling you it's strong, flexible, and coordinated. That's rare. This one movement shows the health of your legs, hips, knees, back, arms, and core, all working together. It also shows balance, reaction time, and stability. Seniors who can still get on the floor and rise again are less likely to suffer a serious fall and far more likely to recover if they do. Why does this matter so much? Because falls are the #1 reason for emergency room visits in seniors and one of the leading causes of loss of independence. And in many cases, the danger isn't just the fall, it's what happens afterward. If you fall and can't get back up, the risk of long-term injury, dehydration, or hospitalization rises dramatically. Doctors now use something called the floor rise test to measure this. The goal is simple. Can you sit down on the floor, then stand back up, without using your hands or knees for support? If you can do this smoothly, you have excellent mobility, strength, and control. Now, don't worry. Most seniors do need a hand or a knee to assist. But if you can still do it without pain, dizziness, or losing your balance, you're in the top group for your age. That means your joints are flexible, your muscles are active, and your nervous system is still communicating clearly with your body. Even if you haven't tried it in a while, it's worth testing, but do it safely. Try sitting on a soft rug or yoga mat. Use a chair nearby just in case. Lower yourself slowly. Take your time standing up. If you can do this with control, even using one hand, that's already a strong sign. If it's difficult, that's okay. You can improve this ability through simple exercises. Practice half kneeling, one knee down, one foot forward. Do sit-to-stand reps from a chair to build leg strength. Use hip openers and gentle stretching to improve joint mobility. Focus on balance drills, like standing on one leg near a counter. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. If you can get down on the floor and back up without fear, you're in a rare group of seniors who maintain true independence. You don't just avoid injury, you stay capable of moving, cleaning, stretching, playing with grandkids, or even doing light gardening. It's more than a test, it's a symbol of freedom. You can remember recent conversations clearly. If you can still remember what you talked about yesterday or who called you last week, that's not just a good memory. That's a sign your brain is still aging well. And in your late 60s, 70s, or 80s, that's more valuable than ever. You see, memory isn't about intelligence, it's about brain health. And one of the first signs of cognitive decline is not forgetting names from 30 years ago. It's forgetting conversations that happened just a few hours ago. If you can follow a story, keep track of appointments, remember your medication, or recall what your friend told you on the phone, your brain is firing well. That means your neurons are still communicating, your blood flow to the brain is strong, and your short-term memory system is intact. That matters because short-term memory is your day-to-day safety net. It helps you cook a meal, pay your bills, lock the door, or get home from the store. And when it starts to slip, that's often the first clue that something deeper is changing. Here's what's considered normal. You forget a name, but remember it later. You misplace your keys, but retrace your steps and find them. You walk into a room and forget why, but remember after a moment. That's typical for any age. What's not normal is repeating the same question minutes later, forgetting entire conversations, feeling lost or confused in familiar places, struggling to follow TV shows or phone calls. If you're not experiencing any of that, you're in a strong place, and you should protect that. Here's how. Make sure you're moving daily. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain. Eat foods that support cognition like fatty fish, berries, eggs, and leafy greens. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, especially deep sleep, where memory is stored. Keep your mind active with reading, puzzles, crosswords, or learning something new. Stay social. Conversations challenge the brain more than most activities. Also, watch your medications. Some common prescriptions, like anticholinergics or sleep aids, are known to cause memory problems in older adults. If your memory has gotten worse since starting a new med, ask your doctor to review it. And remember, stress affects memory too. If your brain feels foggy or you're more forgetful during tough weeks, give yourself some grace. But if the pattern continues, it's worth checking with a doctor. The ability to recall conversations may seem small, but it means your brain is still processing, storing, and retrieving information. It means your mental independence is still solid. That's not just luck, that's a sign of health. So if you're still remembering what matters, don't take it for granted. Keep using that memory every day, because the more you use it, the stronger it stays. You have a strong handshake or can open a jar. This might sound small, but if your handshake is still firm or you can still twist open a jar without help, you're showing one of the most powerful signs of longevity, grip strength. Yes, your hands, not your heart or brain, are often the first place where strength fades. And doctors around the world now use grip strength as a quiet but serious predictor of overall health. Why? Because your grip is connected to much more than just your hands. When you grip something tightly, like a jar lid, a shopping bag, or someone's hand, you're using your forearms, wrists, shoulders, nervous system, and brain together. A strong grip means strong neuromuscular communication. It means your body is still responding fast, your coordination is intact, and your muscle tone hasn't faded too far. In fact, studies show that seniors with strong grip strength tend to live longer, stay more independent, and recover faster after illness or injury. It's even linked to lower risk of heart disease and dementia. Well, here's the reality. Most people lose grip strength without realizing it. They start handing jars to someone else. They struggle to open water bottles. Their handshake becomes light or hesitant, and the decline continues because once you stop using grip strength, it goes fast. But if you're 65 to 80 and still have a firm handshake, still open jars, still carry grocery bags without trouble, you're in a rare group. That means your upper body is active, your joints are stable, and your brain is still sending strong signals to your muscles. If you want to keep that strength or get it back, here are some simple things you can do at home. Squeeze a tennis ball or stress ball for 30 seconds at a time each hand. Use hand grips or resistance bands a few times a week. Carry small grocery bags or light dumbbells around the house. Do push-ups against the wall or countertop to activate arms and wrists. Even small efforts help. Just using your hands daily, cooking, cleaning, lifting, gripping, pulling, keeps the strength alive. And if you're recovering from injury or feel weakness setting in, don't ignore it. Ask your doctor for a grip strength test. It takes 30 seconds with a small device, and it can show you where you stand and whether it's time to focus more on upper body work. Remember, a strong grip isn't just about strength. It's about independence. It means you can open your own food, bathe yourself safely, and hold on if you trip or stumble. It's physical and emotional confidence in your own hands. If your handshake still has weight to it, if jars don't scare you, if your fingers still feel capable, you're not just holding on, you're thriving. What this all means for you. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still do most or even just some of these things, you're not just doing okay. You're doing better than most people your age. These physical and mental abilities aren't random. They're clear signals that your body, your brain, and your habits are working together to protect your health. Every one of these movements, walking without rest, standing up without help, remembering conversations, sleeping naturally, opening jars, points to one thing. You're still living with control. You haven't given your strength away. You haven't let your independence slip. And that's not luck. It's because of what you've done right. But if you're watching this and realizing some of these abilities are starting to fade, that's not a failure. It's just a wake-up call. And the best part, it's not too late. Research shows that even into your 70s, 80s, and beyond, the body responds to change. Muscles grow, balance improves, sleep resets, memory gets sharper, but it all starts with awareness and small steps. You don't have to start lifting weights or change your entire lifestyle overnight. Just start where you are. If you're sitting too much, start walking 5 minutes after meals. If your meals are low in protein, add 1 egg or Greek yogurt to breakfast. If you haven't stretched in years, try one easy stretch before bed. If your brain feels foggy, cut back on processed sugar and drink more water. These aren't extreme changes. They're manageable, daily actions that build strength where it matters most. Your legs, your memory, your sleep, your grip, your confidence. And if you're already doing most of these things, keep going. Your health isn't just holding on, it's thriving. Protect it. Don't let comfort lead to decline. Don't let habits slip, because the longer you hold these abilities, the longer you stay in control of your life. This is about more than movement. It's about freedom. The freedom to live on your own terms, to say yes to walking, driving, laughing, remembering, sleeping, opening, bending, moving. The freedom to live not just longer, but better.